Greetings,
yeah.
greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mega Man X2 Part 2. And this is the part when the X-Hunters show up. And I think this is the part where people don't like about X2, but the thing is...
I mean, the X-Hunter as a concept isn't really bad, it's just their implementation's kind of meh.
Yeah, and they're all kind of unmemorable.
The thing is that,
to be honest, it's not really expected for them to be memorable. I mean,
yeah,
they're X-Hunters. They're not going to be around for the rest of the series. The X is going to kill the shit out of them.
Yeah, but I was expecting something like Proto Man level, you know?
Well, that's what Zero's job is.
True,
yeah.
But
Zero's pretty much the equivalent of Proto Man. Now the thing is,
maybe bass and treble.
The thing is, though, the problem with the X-Hunters to a lot of people is the fact that they tend to be in inconvenient places when you go for, like, you know, boss orders. However, there is a particular route that you can take that does let you get all of them in one sitting without having to do any backtracking or anything like that, which I'm doing right now.
Isn't it possible to just miss all of them?
Yes, all it really does is just affect the ending slightly. But nothing much. It basically just lets you skip a boss fight. That's all there is to it. But other than that, though, there is a way to actually get them all in one sitting. To do it, you have to. Well, for one thing, two of the bosses that I'm fighting right now, you can at least beat them with the X-Buster. Before I continue, I forgot his name, but he hits hard, especially with that thing, and it's extreme. Yeah, it's extremely.
For some reason, this guy reminds me of Guts Man. I don't know why. I think it's the face.
No, I think it's the body type.
Yeah, that too.
Just be careful, because that thing could kill you in like 3 hits. Because it hurts a lot, and he's kind of unpredictable with it because he just likes to,
he doesn't really have much of a pattern.
Notice that thing's also a spiked ball, so spikes conferred Mega Man's weakness.
Yeah, he should be dying instantly from that.
They're not real spikes. They're just pseudo spikes.
What, are they made of Play-Doh?
Violin.
Plastic.
His name is
so
Violin.
They're just there for show.
Yes, but it's the fact that they're spikes is what scares Mega Man. And that's why he takes more damage, I guess.
So Mega Man doesn't actually get hurt by spikes. It's just the sheer thought of him getting impaled by the spike is enough for him to die.
It's anxiety. Yeah. Remember
when he realizes it's not like metal, right? And he's not getting impaled, then it doesn't instantly kill him. It just does a lot of damage.
Man, Mega Man's a pussy.
Well, they are. Well, these replicas are meant to be, to think and act like humans. So.
By the way, I know we're kind of late into getting into this, but it said we collected Zero Part 2. What part of his body do you think that is?
I believe that is his arms. If you go into the pause screen, it'll tell you what parts you have.
You know, the thought of collecting parts of your best friend is kind of creepy when you think about it.
Yeah, I'm just imagining X having Zero's head in a backpack staring at him with, like, cold robotic eyes.
In a Replica's perspective,
I just imagine like X's operator just walking up to him. Hey, what do you have?
Also, watch this part.
And when she looks in there, she's like, okay, and she starts backing away slowly.
Got it.
And you died.
You know,
at least you got that heart tank.
You got the heart tank, so it doesn't matter if you die or not.
The funny thing is, though, the way how the motorcycle exploding kind of exaggerated Mega Man's death there. Like, the fact that near spikes, he just shattered to pieces. Like, goddamn.
Okay, I just have to ask a question, and I'm pretty sure we've asked this in X1 and all the classic games as well, and we're going to continue to ask this. Why in the fuck do we need robotic animals? That was just a giant robotic scorpion. Why do we need that?
Because it's cool. You know, here's my theory, okay? In the Mega Man universe, all the animals died out, so they had to create robots of them.
But why? You can't get anything from them. They're robotic.
But
man. Well, everyone still wants that, that canine companion. If they can make robots out of them, why not? Make some money out of it.
How else are you gonna attract the kids to the zoos without animals?
You know what? That's actually a better explanation than I thought. So you know what? Yeah, I'll roll with that one.
Wait, which one? His or mine?
Oh, yes.
This is scripted, by the way.
Let's just take this in. Mega Man X does a better job of disabling a rocket than Sonic does. Sonic just rides the rocket and then decides to let go. X blows the shit out of the rocket. And this is why Mega Man is clearly the better blue character.
And now it's Overdrive Ostrich. Now, what I was getting into earlier was that
hey, Roadrunner, what's?
Yeah, three of the Mavericks can actually be beaten with just a Mega Buster because they're that easy. So so you got Overdrive Ostrich, the Wire Sponge guy, and then you have the Alligator. So that's.
I'd like to say that Wire Sponge is like the worst name I've ever heard for a robot master.
It legitimately does sound like a cleaning material, like a literal wire sponge.
I don't know. Isn't he supposed to represent some kind of plant?
I think so. I forgot what kind of plant it is, but
also, if you manage to off-screen him, he just runs to the background and try to land on you. I'm not sure that's something you can abuse, but
it's pretty easy to dodge, though.
Potentially, maybe. I mean, if you off-screen him, wait for him to jump back to the full screen, to the foreground, shoot him, and then off-screen him again, you could potentially lock him.
The funny thing is, though, if he actually does manage to run into you, he sends Mega Man flying. It's like a speeding truck flying at you, just like the cartoon Roadrunner.
Huh.
Well, it makes sense considering this guy is basically just robot Roadrunner.
Roadrunner got jacked.
and he gives you the sonic boom.
Yeah. All right.
Unfortunately, no flash kick.
Oh no! I was actually thinking about. I wasn't thinking about Guile for a minute. I was thinking about Sonic Boom, the game.
You're thinking way too hard. You're thinking way too hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we were
why
talking
that
about
before
Sonic,
anything else.
and then that was a. Alright, I'll stop.
Anyway, it's time for I just missed his name. It was just there. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking Wirecraft. It's not Wirecraft. Whatever, some Maverick.
The background of this stage, like back when we were before we went into the water, it kind of reminds me of damn it! It was just a Sonic CD for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait, what? It reminded me more of Donkey Kong Country for some reason.
I saw Sonic CD more than anything else, but maybe I'm just drunk. Who knows?
If you want to get
Donkey Kong Country and Freedom Planet to me, anyways.
If you want to get the next Zero part, you have to destroy this fish.
Oh, so it's like that one thing in Launch Octopus stage?
Not really. Like, this one's not optional. Like, if you really want to get that part, you have to. Well, okay, it is technically optional. It's just that you have a time limit. I mean, you could ignore it, but it'll just try and catch up with you, so it can continue attacking. But once you reach a certain point, it'll park in like some next garage-based thing. So, but I destroyed it, so it's fine. Oh, and we get to show off a little glitch here. If Mega Man, there's that. It's two things. It's that Jesus powers that Mega Man can do all of a sudden, and if you jump off of a slope, for some reason Mega Man jumps even higher than he was than normal, underwater.
So it's similar to the dash jump, to the dash shot, right?
Yeah.
In the sense that things change when you dash.
And right now I'm being a total noob because I just forgot one more upgrade that's supposed to be in an earlier section, but I had to ignore it for the fish.
Oh, well, it's not like you.
By the way, the dash shot, right? It was a glitch, right, in the coding.
Yeah,
it was never intended.
It doubles the damage whenever you use it.
Is the dash shot also in X2 as well, or did they get rid of it?
Yeah, I think it's all the way up till X4.
They got rid of it by X3. It's not in
by
X3. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you make much use of it at all?
Yeah. Well, if the area allows me to do it, like if it's a long room, but otherwise in a room like this, I can't really make use out of it. In fact, I'm trying to abuse his AI. Every time you go off the wall, he tries to use this Swordyukenslashadengeki attack.
Did you just mix 3 different Street Fighter names into one word?
Well, Headfirst is from MVC3.
Close enough. They're both Capcom in my mind.
I never heard of a character in Street Fighter called make a Swordyuken attack.
Well, that's why you
Swordyuken.
well you mixed the word Hadongeki, you mixed the word sword, and you mixed the word Shoryuken to get whatever the fuck you just said.
Swordyukenslashadengeki. Then that eventually becomes an official word in Japan.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, half the time they have really badass names. When you actually look at it, when you actually translate, it's actually an entire sentence.
So wait, what is this guy actually supposed to be again?
A crab.
Yeah, isn't that kind of obvious?
he's a robot crab.
No, not really, actually.
He's kind of annoying without his weakness, but he can be just as annoying with his weakness, but he's still a bitch.
Speaking of which, what do you think is the toughest X game?
The toughest?
Yeah.
X, I would say.
Yeah,
X6 for bullshit reasons.
Yeah,
It's
X6.
just designed poorly. That's what makes it difficult, and I think that's just bad design overall. If the game is difficult because it's bullshit.
Okay, well then,
But
if
like
we're,
legitimately, the toughest I'd probably say is X5.
If we're talking,
not really bullshit. It's just inconsistent. That's all.
if we're talking about actual difficulty due to the game actually being like legitimately difficult,
Well, a lot of people argue
it's
X3.
a tie between it's a tie between X3 or X5.
Yeah, a lot of people argue with X3. I think the reason it's just difficult is because the damage output of enemies is just really high.
Yeah, you start with like little to no health, like 2 hits will kill you.
Yeah, it gets a little bit easier later on, but then the final boss, that's the ball breaker.